So I was driving over here, and I think I had the most annoying driver behind me ever. They were driving so close, I think it qualified as intercourse. I had to stop at the ATM earlier, and after I pushed the button for the withdrawal, and my money came out on the screen, it said, "Please take your money." How dumb do the people making the ATMs think the general public is? And what is that please for? Please take your money, like it's doing a favor, like it has to be polite. Like if it just said, take your money, someone's gonna be like, you know what? If you're gonna be rude, forget it. You take my money, jerk. You're certainly gonna befriend the person in line behind you. I was reading a cookbook and it said let cool at room temperature, and I was thinking that's got to be confusing if you're an Eskimo. Man, these people down south like stuff cold. This casserole's frozen. They must have different utensils. Isn't it great how you can make fun of Eskimos and no one gets offended? It's not like you have to check and see if one's sitting next to you. Oh, there's Eskimos everywhere. This is so awkward. What do you think the snow day situation is if you're an Eskimo? You think the teachers get all upset if you have one in January? They're like, you know what, it might be funny now, but it's not going to be funny in July when it's only -20. You could be outside tanning. So I am going to college in the fall. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. And you know, the thing about this country is it's cool because you can pick whatever career you want, but sometimes that's not, because a lot of people suck. They don't really know it. And depending on what your job is, the mistakes you make can have a lot more impact. Like at one job you might be like, oops, I meant to give that guy chicken nuggets, but I gave him a Big Mac. And at another job you might be like, oops, I meant to give that guy a kidney, but I gave him a Big Mac. What was I thinking? You know what the worst part about being a doctor's got to be is after you test someone and you have to tell them that they have a disease, because that's just a bummer. There's no way you can, help them leave the room smiling. Just, so you've got about 2 weeks to live. Checkout's over there. Feel free to grab a sticker on your way out. I think if I was a doctor, I'd have to switch to like a thumbs up, thumbs down system, just to avoid that awkward conversation. And maybe fake them out a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Why did it have to end in the down position? I'd like to discover a new disease, because then you can name it whatever you want, and I could totally use that to my advantage. I'd be calling up some friend I knew from high school. Hey, is this Mark? Yeah, remember when you picked me last for your dodgeball team? Yeah, I named a disease after you. The delayed laugh. What I hate most about the doctors when you have to wait in that little room, and I'm never sure whether or not I'm supposed to take my pants off. They want you to do that a lot. So sometimes I'll split the difference. I'll like strip down to my boxers and then leave a jacket on. It cancels out. I mean, that's just math. It's just math. Why do you have to take your pants off ahead of time? Like, how long does it take to take your pants off? I think there's a gross misunderstanding in the medical community of how long it takes to take your pants off. I mean, if it takes this guy several minutes to take his pants off, I'm not sure I want him being my doctor. I mean, that would be like if you went to get your teeth cleaned, and they were like, could you open your mouth? The dentist is going to be in a few minutes. Why is crappy stuff cooler if it comes in a cereal box? Hey man, you want a crappy plastic whistle? No thanks. Hey, you want some Captain Crunch? It comes with a crappy plastic whistle. Yes! I walked by someone the other day that gave me the wink and the gun as I passed. One of my buddies gave me the wink and the gun. I don't know when threatening to kill someone became an acceptable form of salutation. Or he just slipped me a ransom note on the way by. That would be ideal. How do you think art critics would feel if they found out Picasso was just drawing with a pencil between his butt cheeks? Probably not very smart. Have you ever noticed there's a difference in the way we treat people who are good at drawing and who are bad at drawing? Because if you draw someone naked and it's good, people are like, oh, that's beautiful. But if it's bad, they're like, you're a pervert. And who the hell uses the expression needless to say? If it's needless to say, then shut up. Needless to say should only be followed by silence. Or keep it real? That doesn't make sense. That should only be followed by a punch in the face. The other day I was like, I'm going to the library. Someone was like, keep it real. I was like, what does that even mean? Keep it real. Don't read fiction. I'm gonna go pour a glass of juice. Keep it real. No artificial flavors. Anyone here having a birthday anytime soon? Birthday maybe today? Sweet, okay. I mean, a birthday is really just a series of weird traditions, isn't it? It's just like, here's a cake, I lit it on fire for you. Thought you might like some fire cake. What age do you reach when you stop putting all of the candles on and you just put one candle with a number on it? That's gotta be a sad turn in your life. You're not worth all the candles anymore. It's like, Grandma, we like you, but 76 candles, I mean, we gotta call the fire chief to get back here. And then you gotta wrap your presents up, and there's always that one person that's gotta guess what it is. They're shaking it. Is it a DVD? I don't know, why don't you wait 5 seconds and open it? Or are you gonna crap your pants unless I tell you this instant? And why do you give someone a gift certificate? Why is it acceptable to give someone McDonald's money but not to just wrap up a hamburger? I mean, that saves them an exchange, at least. I mean, a gift certificate is just like a really inconvenient form of money. So you might as well just give them 20 bucks and put a note on it. Spend this at Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm gonna tell you what you like. Do you ever have that person that tells you not to buy them something? They're like, oh, don't give me anything. But you do it anyway because you think you're being nice. But then they open it, they're like, I told you not to get me anything. They're like actually upset. They're like, oh, this sucks. I wanted nothing. Having something sucks. And then if it's a kid's birthday party, you get to go beat the crap out of a piñata. Who came up with that? Was one person like, hey, we should give kids candy? And someone else was like, yeah, but they should kill something first. We should give them some practice for all that going around hitting stuff with a bat they're gonna do later in life. This is how I'm raising my children. And the parents get all into it when they're watching it too. They're like, oh, look at Billy, he's relentless. No, not like that, Tommy, go for the head. You need to be more ruthless. You're never gonna get ahead in gang violence that way. And someone works hard to make that too. They like have to do all the paper mache, they hang it up. How's it look? I don't know, I can't see through this blindfold. I'm too busy hitting with a bat. Do you have any more artwork we can destroy? There's a great lesson to teach kids. Someone makes something nice for you, hit it with a bat. Hey kids, Grandma made a ham. What are you doing, Billy? Oh, you knocked down Grandma. I'm sorry, I was led to believe there would be candy. Thank you, that's it for me.